Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Welcome to the morning show. A bit, earlier than you scheduled. There's a particular reason for that. Yes, I've got some important things I need to be doing with my wife, my lovely wife. But I'm hoping I'm going to be joined by my co-host and my brother Raz, but he's probably still catching some Z's. Wherever you may be, bro, where are you? Wherefore art thou? But anyway, hopefully it's going to be 3 segmented live news segments. Kind of been struggling literally to kind of get a third up for you guys. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We just see how this one gets played out. And hopefully you guys will join me in the live chat today. Anyway, let's get into it. See you outside this music intro. Yes. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over. I'm just looking to see if my brother's entered. He hasn't entered the building yet. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We can do this on our own, can't we? Yes, guys, before I get into this one, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news right here, right now on Cannon Fodder TV. Yeah. Right, let's get into this one. The first bit. Righty, which one should we read up first? Could be, let's talk about some players who have been highlighted as the people, well, the players going to be shown the door, the way out. 3 Arsenal players could say goodbye on the final Emirates appearances. Arsenal actually today will welcome 10,000 fans at the Emirates Stadium for the final game of the season. And 3 players are set to bid farewell. Now, Arsenal are onto the pitch at the Emirates Stadium against Brighton today. There was a bittersweet feeling for some players in the squad. Not only will it be the first time they welcome the fans to the stadium, but for some players it will be their last appearance in the red shirt. Now, I've come up with my own alternative players who I believe are going to be leaving Arsenal. And one of which I'm sure is not going to make one person happy. That's going to be Des McLeod. I was actually going to say it's going to be Martin Ødegaard, David Luiz, who we're going to talk about just in a little while later. And who's the other player I mentioned as well? Ødegaard. Ceballos. And Ceballos will also be leaving to go back to Los Blancos, Real Madrid. So those are 3 players that I've chosen who's going to be leaving Arsenal, and Raz has entered the building finally. Good morning to you, geezer.
Good morning. I've been waiting. I've been here literally from about 2 minutes past 10. So, yeah.
Well, I sent you the link, geezer. Just
I've just seen the link just now, so
all right.
I've been here.
Good morning to you, young sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Everyone okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, very well. Very well.
Okay, I'm liking the top. You were in there.
Thank you very much, Gov. Got to be in uniform at all times, as they say.
All right, uniformed up.
I was thinking about you.
So yeah, Ralph, I could just say the first news segment. 10,000 fans back at the Emirates, welcoming the players.
Oh man, you know what? I love to have gone. Love to have gone just because, just to see how the reaction would be. You
don't know how. Would you need to go into the Emirates Stadium to know what the reaction is going to be like, Ralph? I can tell you what it's going to be like.
I know. I know. We can. Yeah. We can be all. We have. I think this season we've become a bit more cynical because of what's been happening up top, as it were. But I think from a general point of view, just to see the fans. Let's face it. It's been like this term unprecedented year really for all involved. Our care workers have been pulling it out of the bag for us. And we're trying to get some kind. Everyone keeps looking forward to some kind of normalcy, and I say it's not a normalcy; it's a new reality because the landscape's changing on a daily basis. So I think just from a kind of like gratitude just the fact that we can actually start to do the things that we want to do, like see family. When I saw you guys a few weeks back, that was really nice. Um, Unexpected, but really nice. Um, but it's just that kind of thing to get and to go to sporting arenas, because that is where the 12th man lies, or 12th person. We should use that kind of term, I would say. But actually to actually be able to get at the team when they're not doing what they should be doing on the pitch, I think that gives them a bit more impetus as well. So from that kind of feeling, I love to have been there just for that atmosphere alone. I know, of course, it's been a rather difficult, challenging season, but just from a kind of lifestyle kind of a attitude, it'd be nice to see other fans other than just being outside the stadium. And we know where our attention's got to lie from here on in after the match.
Well, I'll be at the Emirates, outside the Emirates, to get the atmosphere. It's supposed to be the
Cool.
biggest protest of all
Well,
this
we'll
year.
see. We'll see. The proof of the pudding, as they say, isn't it? Because there's a lot of protests, but there's the right protest, so you can have the tip end protest, which is what, if I shall name this ex-president, you could do that, storm the building, and if you get shot, then that's another thing altogether. So yeah, let's see if we can do it in the right way. But it's going to be a long campaign, as it were, to try and get these jokers, as you call them, out from there. So.
Yeah. Okay, and the second news segment is in regards to Steve Bold, who is apparently going to, he's relieved of his services. Also sack under-23s coach Steve Bold after 30 years as part of club restructure. My goodness. Steve Bold is set to depart Arsenal this summer after spending over 30 years with the club as a player and coach. The 58-year-old and Arsenal are parting ways, with Bold relinquishing his role as a coach of Arsenal's under-23 side. Bold has been connected with the Gunners since 1988 when he joined the club from Stoke City to bolster their defence. Then the centre-backs enjoyed an illustrious career playing with Arsenal, winning the top flight 3 times, FA Cup twice, and the League Cup once. So Steve Bold, yes, departing. I mean, that report's a little bit ambiguous. Is he being sacked, or is he just...
Oh, maybe relieved of his duties. I wouldn't say he's being sacked. I'm sure he's got other avenues that he's going to explore as well. I don't think it's not like unceremoniously sacked, is he? Relieved of his duties.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a change of the guard in terms of the way that Arteta wants, training and everything else to be undertaken. So that's interesting as well.
Yeah.
We've said oftentimes about when Bold was Wenger's number 2, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And we used to say like, what's he doing in terms of trying to tell the big man, how to do when things went against us. So yeah, I think he's probably going to be taking training for maybe other Premiership teams if there's vacancies, or he may pursue other things outside of football. But he's a stalwart, isn't he? He's one of the stalwarts.
I think he might go abroad, to be honest. Might go abroad and
apply his trade.
Yeah, rather to a Premier League club. The last bit of news, and I'm just trying to come up with 3 bits, is in regards to Thomas Partey. Yeah, if you've not realised that the Atletico Madrid, they won the league. They won the league, and actually some Arsenal fans see that Thomas Partey has really missed out after the Atleti title win. Oh my goodness, man. The League Premier title hasn't been decided, but the league title race went down to the final day of the season. Real Madrid knew they needed to beat Villarreal at home to stand a chance of winning the title, and pulled off a stunning late comeback to win 2-1. It wasn't enough in the end, as their city rivals Atleti also came from behind to beat Real Villarreal with a 2-1 win, enough to clinch the title for Diego Simeone's team. I think that they've won the league now the first time in just like 7-8 years. That means that Lucas Torreira has won the title with Atleti ahead of his lone move from Arsenal coming to an end. We know about the Uruguayan, but yeah, also Thomas Partey, he's missed out. He come over here, hasn't won anything, and I wonder what is he thinking? Is he thinking, Alex, if only I stayed at Athletic? Yeah, Thomas Partey, if only you stayed over there, mate. Should have stayed over there, innit?
I take it. I take it you are not taken by Partey. Oh, geez.
He'll
But
be make or break
maybe,
next season, Ralph.
but yeah, exactly. Maybe I think that's the worst thing that could happen to you as a player is that you're forthright in wanting to move, and the team that you've left wins something. So then surely that gives you a bit more bite in what you want to win for the coming season.
Yeah.
You start I mean, so I don't know. You've got the Euros coming up as well, haven't we? So
Yeah.
between then and pre-season, you would want to put in that extra bit of training so you're ready for the up and coming season. And of course, when the up and coming season starts, fans are at the stadiums, so you want to make sure that you batter yourself and you start making sure that your passes reaches your fellow player. And I think what's missing from him really, he's got to start scoring. He's got to start scoring. He's got to literally just start from game one, as it were. He's got to start scoring because we are not very patient at the best of times with players who've been at the club for a short period. When it comes to players who's going to be there for 2 seasons in, we're going to start being a bit less patient. So he needs to start putting it about a bit and maybe make the biting tackles and everything else that's required from him.
There's no doubt he's no Patrick Vieira, is he, Ralph?
Well, this is another thing I don't like. It's not good to do comparisons because they're different players. They may have the same height and one I'd say is our captain or was our captain. Partey has the potential to do that, but he's got to do it from next season. I always say that we should really be a bit more patient with players who come from abroad to come to play in the Premiership. It takes you a while to adapt. Some adapt really quick. Some take a while. I was looking at a story of Thierry Henry and I think Wrighty will come in there as well. Wrighty was a hardened player, and he learned his craft at Palace. And Thierry Henry came from Juventus, and it took him a while. And he said, I'm sure people have watched this segment because he was inducted to the Hall of Fame, that fans were wondering when he was going to score. So, it takes you a while to get adjusted to the pace. So, as much as he is an easy target, and we're very critical, I'm going to say, okay, well, this season's been your learning season. So next season now, you know what the teams are about. You know who to watch out for, and you know what you've got to do. So you just got to go and do it. And the best way to shut us up is to score a goal and at least get a 7 or 8 out of 10 performance every match. Because Vieira, that's what he did every match. Even when he got sent off, it was still like a 7 or 8 in his performance because he had that kind of influence. So that's the marking.
I think as well, just kind of add into that. I think because the price that we brought him for, the fan base, the lack of patience. Maybe I could probably add myself into that second point there. But I'm thinking he himself what must he be thinking? Is left the club to come to Arsenal, hoping and praying and thinking, oh, we're going to win something. We won the FA Cup, but he's just left the Athletic, who have won the league for the first time like 7-8 years. What must he be thinking? Thomas Partey, man, what are you thinking? Send me a text message, and we can talk about it.
How long was he at Athletic?
I think 3 seasons maximum. I think.
And where did they finish when he was there? If do you know that, or were they anyone else?
I think they may have finished like 3rd. I mean, probably someone can come in and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when he left, I think they finished third or
Right.
fourth. I could be wrong, but yeah, they hadn't won a title in since 2014/15 season.
Well, he's done it. He's done his best, and like third, if he had put that kind of effort this season, then maybe we would have been challenging for top four then.
That's it. Blame it all on one player, Ralph.
I'm just saying that if he was at the club for like 3 years and they've come third, then and he's left at the time the crucial time, then maybe it's just he feels that he can do the same for us. But if it's going to take him 3 seasons to adjust, then we're not going to be that patient.
Yeah.
You need to start cracking pretty much like the new season coming. So yeah,
Oh, dear.
a lot expected.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go to live chat and see who has joined us on this morning's show.
Well, who's awake?
There's a few people awake, Ralph. Unlike yourself. Anyway, the assembled. It's good morning, Alex. Good morning to you, the assembled. Nice one. And DS, big up the crew and big up to you as well, DS. DS, I've got your email. Just been so busy, I haven't responded to it, but I will respond in kind to your email there. Even Torada was celebrated. Yeah, man. So, oh my goodness. Football, that's how things work out, man. Sorry, you want to say something, Ralph?
Yeah, I was going to say is that I saw a photo of Torreira. I'm really pleased for him because, of course, it's been a horrible year for him and his family. And I think one of the few things that we've got right, I think it's really good that we released him when we had to, and he's gone to a club now, and hopefully now, putting the grief aside and everything else, he can become the player that we know he can be. So I wish him and his family all the best. I think we all do.
Aminal says hello and hello to you as well. And my VAR for the morning.
Hey, one thing.
What Alex and the California family. I hope everyone as well. Yes, yes, Monty. Yes. Counting since Boxing Day, Arsenal are third in the table. For me, it doesn't count. That doesn't count. This is how you finish, not how you start. Not saying we are great, but that does mean something and something positive at that. Not for me. Not for me. So sorry, Amir. Where do we end up? We're going to end up 9th place. Since Boxing Day, that doesn't count for me. It doesn't count. I'm sorry. For you, Ralph? Boxing Day, third.
Not taking any prisoners.
Not on a Sunday morning, mate.
Please, no, that's it. You're gone. You're done.
It doesn't count.
What you're saying is right. You don't win an FA Cup or a Premiership because you have 1 or 2 good games. It's where you end up at the end of the season, and this is where we are at this moment in time.
I'm sorry, mate. It doesn't count, man. Sorry. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. Make sure you turn on all, I repeat, all the notifications, not some. Yeah, all of them. Diaz goes on to say, why do I think Kroenke is planning to sign Jack Grealish? What are your thoughts, guys? Ralph?
I don't care, to be honest. If he signs Jack Grealish, Grealish is a great player. Don't get me wrong. And if my store manager is watching my segment, I boss. But yeah, he's an Aston Villa fan. But that's to me, it doesn't really change anything. We could have 200 million pounds war chest. We can get Neymar and Mbappe. We could shift where our location one day. It'd be great. Back to Highbury. It's the guy at the top. It's the guy at the top, and this is why the protest is very important, and not just at this match. We should be protesting throughout the summer as well. But I know it's going to die down because everybody else has got things to do and everything else until the first match of the new season, and then we see what progress we'll be making, or if we have a new owner. But to me, it's the guy at the top. He's been there for the longest period of time. He's gotten rid of those who could have improved the club, in terms of those sat round the table, boardroom level. And as I said before, you could put the LA Rams and Arsenal together and do comparisons. You know, they both moved locations. They're under his stewardship. One went to the Super Bowl and lost. One went to the Champions League and lost. Both moved locations. You know, there's something there that tells you that it doesn't matter how long he's gonna be there or how long he's been there. This is all you're gonna get. And this is what happens when you have a person who have multiple franchises and tends to just pick and choose, you know, what he wants. If he truly loves the club or loves what he does, he'd be taking a leaf out of, well, actually, he wouldn't have been taking a leaf. He should have done pretty much what the chairman's son of Leicester did, is introduce yourself to the fans, be transparent, and work with the community. They're not. I'm not. You know, I'm not a chairman, but to me, these are basic things, and he hasn't shown that kind of empathy. So what if he gets Jack Grealish, or he puts more money in the chest? He is still the same guy who put his son. Actually, Des and I was talking about this early in the week. You know, when an owner decides to put his child or his siblings in front of the camera, it speaks a lot of the man. I won't want my children to speak on behalf of me. I'm me. So whatever you see is what you get. But when you've got an owner who can, you know, do that without respecting, to me, it's a disrespect. It's a form of disrespect. We're asking you questions and you don't have to turn up. You don't have to say anything. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not really that bothered with what he can do, because he should have done those things X amount of years back. And when things were going south, he could have said at any point, look, let's have a fans forum. Let's open up the stadium for one day and get all the fans in, and I'll tell them what my plans are for the next 5-10 years. And everybody will have bought into that, and they all have been supported. But no, he's arrogant. He doesn't care about the club. He only cares about success, and it's all there to be seen. So that's my standpoint on it.
Yeah, I tend to agree with like 99.9% of the things you've just been saying. I think it doesn't matter whether he was to buy Messi or Ronaldo. For me, he still has to leave the club. The smokes, you know, and mirrors. For me, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. It could be that he's probably lined up to buy Jack Grealish to try and quell the protests and the angst against him. But for me, it's a non-starter for me. He still has to leave the club. Yeah, and actually, that's a good point. Actually, that you mentioned about the owner of the club putting his son as a buffer between the protests and himself. Come out. You know, wherever you are, you know, show us transparency. Talk to us. And like I said, Ralph, it doesn't always have to be Mikel Arteta trying to deal with everything. You know, using different hats. There should be somebody else telling the fans and AST what is the 5-year plan. What are the problems we've been facing? And saying, actually, you know, it's our fault, but these are the things we're trying to do to remedy those problems. Somebody has to come out. It doesn't have to be Mikel Arteta. Somebody, and it should be Stan Kroenke, not his son.
Another thing as well, just to further add on that, I try not to laugh, but it's just the fact that when you own something, you're the representation of the club. You know, this is your club. You're owning it, and yet you're not owning any of the mistakes or any of the. This is what Wenger done. Wenger defended the board. These are similarities, and like you said, Alex, not everything has to come from the manager. Now, maybe that's what the way that they do things over in the States. I don't know. I'm not a Denver Nuggets share owner or whatever kind of franchise he has over there. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm a loyal Arsenal fan, and I follow this club from '71 to present. And I've been lucky enough to go to a few games. You know, I was going to share a story about when our gran used to do cleaning jobs, and there was a guy called Stephen. I was into photography big time at the time, and he was an Arsenal fan, and he wanted to give me a season ticket for the season, and my gran said no. Ralph's not going to take it, and I was looking at my gran thinking like, why? You know, we've been cleaning this house for the last like 3 months, 2-3 months, and my gran said, well, no, Ralph, you know, you've got to earn it. You've got to earn it in the right way. You can't have things just handed to you like that. And that kind of like stung me, but at the same time, I appreciated it. You know, so when you own something, you appreciate it and you do what you can to get it. And this guy, he owns a club, he owns franchises, and he, like I said, he just picks and chooses what, you know, oh, this one's successful, so I'll go over there. Oh, this one's successful, I'll go over there. But there's no empathy with the fans. There's no empathy, you know, talking to the people, walk the floor. There's something I always say at work, you know, no matter what level you are, you got to walk the floor. And if you walk the floor, you understand more about the moods of people than you do if you just sit upstairs and not engage. So he owns these things, but he doesn't engage with us. So no, I'm not taking any of that. And I don't think any fans should either. Because like you said, it's smoke and mirrors at the end of the day. And guess what? If we don't pay attention now, then and when things start going south, everybody will be fighting, but it'd be all too late. This is a real like pivotal moment in time for Arsenal.
Mm. Okay. New Mayor says he will what? What do you mean? He will what? Man City Diaz took one season to break out. But players are different though, Diaz, isn't it? Players are different. Players adapt, you know, different speeds to a different league. I think to get rid of these so-called important players' party and go on to win the league.
Monty is not taking any prisoners either.
Monty's not having it, man. Since Boxing Day, we are third. Come on, guys. We are ninth. Exactly. Third, Boxing Day for me doesn't count. Doesn't count, man. Doesn't count. Ralph, I don't care. Kroenke out. Well, yeah, that was Ralph's summation at the end. Doesn't matter. We still want him out. It's got to go. It's got to go. It means since Boxing Day, we racked up third highest amount of points. Carry that trend to next season can only bode us well for. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but that stat doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything, because where are we? We're ninth. Yeah, at that time, we had that amount of points. Now counts, not what happened in back then. If you understand what I mean, it counts for now, not the past.
And what happens at the start of the season? The board swiped clean. Everybody starts again from whichever positions they are, and you've got to start climbing from the top. So, you know, statistics. Everyone can use statistics, but at the end of the day, is where you finish. At the end of the day, is where you are. So,
yeah, like Ralph said, you know, you don't win the league. You know, back that you. Anyway, let's move on. let's move on.
Hold it in.
Yeah. I hope Kroenke doesn't change the name of the club to Arsenal Rams.
He's moved us. He's moved stadiums. It won't surprise me if he's. That's if we allow him to. That's if we allow him
to. Just trying to dig us some positives from a dismal season.
Yeah, that's fair
try
enough.
Harder, man. You got to try harder than that. I'm sorry, mate. I respect your views, Ralph. Putting his son to speak to the fans is a disrespect to the fans. Yeah, man. He should come out himself.
Yeah.
Come out himself and actually, be the so-called bigger man. Putting your son there as a buffer. Nah. Check out the merch in the description box and make a purchase if you're able to do so. You can also use the super chat button. Pow! Instant, painless donation to your friendly local podcasters. What? You want to say something, Ralph?
Your pal. Sound effects, guys. What more do you need on Sunday?
Mr. Bungle, good morning. We ain't signing Jack Grealish. DS Electronics, you've been smoking some good gear, brother.
we can neither confirm or deny that statement. Thank you.
That Boxing Day stat is not important with Arteta at the helm. Don't forget, guys, we are at a disadvantage. Oh, my days, man. Yeah, DS. Pow! Got to lighten up the mood, man, on a Sunday morning, man. Ralph, I haven't spoken to you about the issue with Joe Willock, who is coming back to Arsenal. The words from Mikel Arteta at his press conference. Your thoughts, Ralph?
Okay. If you're bringing back someone who is happy where they are because they're getting the minutes, they're scoring goals for fun, and they're playing in their position, what are you going to do are they going to come straight back into the team, into whatever formation that you're going to put in? Are they going to gain minutes? Are they first choice? Can you see Joe Willock being first choice?
No.
So what's the point?
Exactly, Ralph.
What's the point? Don't get me wrong. I love Joe. I love Joe to come back and play. If he was having the same kind of season with us they did have with Newcastle, for example, then I would say, well, you know what? Obviously, it hasn't worked out, but he's got his game minutes. They're getting a bit more experience. We'll bring him back in and we can introduce him. But the guy is happy out there. Has anyone heard from Joe Willock saying, you know what, I want to come back to Arsenal? Has he said that? If he said that, then fine. But if he hasn't said that, or his agent hasn't said it, and he's happy out there, leave the lad out there. If he wants to make a move because he's doing great things out there, then okay, we have to part company. As I said before, that Arteta's got to know he's 11. And, if there's any maybes, then there's going to be a few maybes. And if there's anyone that's got to go, they've got to go. There's no, negotiate. Arteta negotiated with Mustafi to stay.
Right. Yeah.
Xhaka. And these are the people who are leaving. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to bode well if you're going to take a player who's doing really well for extend his loan, if anything. If you can't get the money in for him, if you're not going to get the cash for him now, extend the loan. The lad is very happy where he is. He's in a good place. So why would you want to bring him back in unless you're going to make him first choice? And he's not going to be first choice. What about Ainsley Maitland-Niles? What about Reece Nelson? Where's Reece Nelson gone? We've got so many players within that same central spot, and they're doing all right where they are, or I don't know what's happening to Reece. I'm not sure if he's injured or, I think we've got to send a MIA because I don't know what's happened with him.
Mm.
But the guy, Joe Willock, is happy. He's scoring goals, man. He's smiling. he's not. He's not. He's not. He's not under any. I think even Newcastle owes a debt of thanks because they were struggling. I thought they were one who could potentially could have gone down this season.
Mm.
But look where they are, and they owe it to Joe. So Joe's happy. Leave the lad out there. Leave him out there. I don't understand why you want to. Could you imagine if he does come back and he's on the bench, game 1, game 2, 5 games? Oh, you know what? We put him on for the last 10 minutes of a match when we're trying to wrestle a result. You think he's going to be happy with that? And in the back of his mind, he'd be saying, you know what? I was actually playing for Newcastle, and I was starting, and I was scoring goals.
Ralph, man.
Let's do things in the right way, man. Let's do right by him. We've done right by Torreira. Let's do right by Joe. If the guy's happy, leave him out there. Sell him if we want to sell him, but don't bring him back in because it could be very detrimental.
He's not a starter, Ralph. If he comes back to Arsenal, he won't be a starter.
No, he
so
won't.
Why bring him back? But anyway, Ralph. Anyway, we did put a poll out a couple of days ago in regards to Joe Willock. It was Joe Willock. Choose only one option. So out of almost 900 votes, there's 897 votes. The options were: I can't decide, sell Joe Willock, or keep him at Arsenal. So the can't decide 5%, sell him 38%, and keep him at Arsenal 58%. Ralph. So even there, the subscribers are thinking that we need to keep him. I completely disagree. Got to sell him, man.
If
7 goals in 13 appearances. 7 goals in 13 appearances, Ralph. Where's the future when it comes to Arsenal? Sorry, go on, Ralph. Man.
I think what the reason why fans are thinking that to bring him back is because they see what he's doing out there. But he's doing it out there because there's no one else who can do what he's doing for them. He's brought something new to them. He's brought something new. You know what I mean? And he's scoring goals. And as far as I'm concerned, I recognise Joe Willock as a Newcastle player.
Yeah.
When he comes back, like I said before, if Joe Willock says, I want to come back to Arsenal, then I put my hands up. But until such a time, the lad's out there, he's scoring goals for fun, he's enjoying life. Let him play. I know from a club point of view, it's like, okay, well, he's an asset. We can sell him because it's the right time to sell him. Maybe we can get another player that we need, but I don't see, let's get rid of the players that we don't need first. Let's get, this, I keep saying this is really important this time. Every other season, if you can go back from not last season, but maybe 5, 6, 7 seasons back, whenever we come to the first game of the new season, we either lost or drawn a match that we should have won. And it's all because we're not prepared. How can you not be prepared? The season ends in May and you've got until August to get your house in order. Sort it out. Sort all these. We always seem to be dithering. We always seem to be taking the mickey out of when it comes to negotiations. Sort it all out. Get that out the way. And then when you come to your pre-season matches, that's your 11. And then you stick with them until yellow card, red card, injury, whatever it is, comes in. But let's get this. This is the time when we have to have things sorted out. If Joe Willock's happy, and if he says, you know what, I'm not coming back to Arsenal because there's no chance of me getting the first team place, then sell him. There's no hardship. It's not rocket science.
I would rather be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
And at Newcastle, he's a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
So let the guy stay over there. Clearly he is happy. How do we know? Because he's scoring goals, got assists. 7 goals in only 13 appearances. He's never done that at Arsenal.
No.
He's never done it at Arsenal.
Well, look at our midfielders. Who's scored 7 goals?
Exactly, Ralph. Exactly.
Who scored 7 goals? You know, for the longest period of time.
And the thing is, Ralph, it does pain me to say this because Willock is a product of the academy. He's a product of he came here age 7/8. But you want the best for the player. You don't want the worst for the player. And if it means that he finds fame and fortune playing away from Arsenal, then so be it. So be it. But Arteta thinking, oh yeah, I can record him because I can do that. You're not thinking about the player, you know, and his future. Let the guy stay at Newcastle. Better still, let's capitalize on his stock value, which is shut up.
Yeah.
Just capitalize on it. But I'll tell you what, Ralph. My
goodness. I know. But like I said,
Mm.
unless Joe Willock says, "Oh, I'm going to come back to Arsenal,"
but that's the thing, Ralph. But Ralph, that's the thing, though. We don't know whether he said that, do we?
No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't. But that's what I'm saying. Unless I hear it, if he, you know, everyone does like post-match interviews. He scored a goal. All right, Joe, you're playing really well. Do you want to go back to Arsenal? He will say, "Well, I don't want to answer that question at the moment."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Or he can say, "You know what? Actually, I'm really happy here at this moment in time. So I'll talk to the gaffer. I'll talk to my boss, and we see what happens from there on in." That way, then he's deflecting that kind of pressure, unwanted pressure, to Arteta and to his boss at Newcastle. He's not, you know, it's up to them.
But apparently, Des has said that. Des has said in the local news, Newcastle would do anything they can within their power to keep Joe Willock. They are happy with Joe Willock. He's needed at Newcastle.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him because he's playing where he wants to play and he's scoring goals. He's happy.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that, can you, Ralph?
No, you can't. There's no, you know, no. I say there's no amount of money, but yeah, there is. His stock levels has gone up. So you know, it's up to Arsenal now to say, actually, can we, you know, if we need to get somebody else in, you know, what's the potential? And let's not forget Ainsley Maitland-Niles as well. And I said before,
you want to come back, man. But then again, West Bromwich Albion been relegated, isn't it? So, my goodness. Let's go back in the live chat. There's been like a multitude of comments since we've just been talking about Joe Willock. Let's have a look. Yeah, smoking gear. LOL says DS Electronics. Thank you to 24 Gooners here with us. We appreciate your time and interaction on this wonderful channel of ours. 24. Yep. And the enforcers in the house. Morning, guys. It is the Feel Good Sunday slot. Thank you for that, Des. How did Willock become such a prolific goal scorer at Newcastle? I guarantee you, when he comes back, he will revert back to pre-Newcastle performance average. Exactly. Yeah. What is Arteta thinking? Where is he going to be? Is he going to be promising him the earth like he did with Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Where did Ainsley Maitland-Niles end up? Warming the bench. Warming the bench. I mean, Arteta cannot keep the same 11 2 games back to back. Where is he going to fit into the first 11, Ralph?
Okay, just imagine the conversation Arteta will have, like Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Joe Willock. All right, guys, thanks for coming back to the Arsenal. You know, you guys had a great season in West Brom and Newcastle. Joe, I hear you've been scoring 7 goals. I want you to do the same for us. But I'm going to keep you on the bench for the next 3 matches, okay? What do you think they'll be thinking? They're thinking, sorry, Gaffer, what? You keep me on the bench? Yeah, you know, we've got Aubameyang, we've still got Lacazette, we've got Odegaard, we've got Emil. You know Emil's doing really well, right? And as well as Saka. But I just want you guys just to sit on the bench just for a while, and I may bring you in within the last maybe 10 or 15 minutes when we're losing. But you know, if you can bring the same kind of performance that you have done from Newcastle and West Bromwich to here, then it'd be appreciated. All right? They're gonna be thinking, I think our gaffer's been smoking stuff.
That's a good one, Ralph. The first thing on the agenda for next season is getting Arteta out. Look at what he's about to do to Joe Willock, scratching my head. We have the players. We have the players, really. They are not coached properly at Arsenal. Mafropanos, Ainsley Maynard, Willock, Saliba, all performing well. We have some players.
Yeah.
Some players. There's still a lot of players that we need to be showing the exit door to. The problem with KSE is they have promised a lot of things and provided nothing they've said. Talk is cheap. The more they say things will change, the more they will stay exactly the same. The only way I know that Stan Kroenke's lying is when his mouth moves, and we don't actually see it too often anyway, to be honest. Eugene G says Kroenke brought out club and created a barrier between himself and the fans. No matter what the damage is done, he pushed his son under the bus to face the fans' bombarded questions and answers. Indeed. Reece Nelson is okay. He's now a training horse. God dearie me, man.
What are we doing by youngsters, eh?
The lost generation. Does Willock have an agent? I hope the agent makes the right decision.
Alex.
Yeah, go on.
Maybe we can be Joe Willock's agent.
Yeah. I'll do it for free as well, man. Actually, no, you got to pay me something, man.
No. I'm looking at you thinking like, what?
Oh dear. Carl says, I keep having this song, 10 green bottles. 10 green bottles and what's going on there?
Where does that come from?
Carl. It's not Carl, it's actually Kent. Kent, Liverpool supporter. I just realised the photo. Kent Geezer, how are you? What you?
Okay.
10 green bottles. What's that about, Ralph? Oh, dear me. Awar has been bad this season. I don't want him. A rumor we can buy back the Ox for 20 million. Don't want that either. Yeah. Completely agree with that. 10 green bottles. Ken, what's wrong with you, mate? Me. Anyway, I've got my brother on the Sunday catch up show, and someone put Sunday ketchup, not ketchup, catch up. And I know who it was. I'm not gonna embarrass the person in the live chat. But anyway, there's a little clue there for you, Ralph. Someone in the live chat put ketchup. I'm thinking, what? Anyway, just been talking about Joe Willock, some of the players who are going to be leaving, as well as goodness, 10,000 fans back at the Emirates, and Steve Bold is going to be relinquished of his duties, the under-23 coach. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause, give us time just to kind of refresh our palates, and we'll see you on the other side of this video. Yeah, the membership scheme on Cannon Fodder TV. Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you will get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you.
and you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver Canon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Canon 4 TV across the whole platform. So by all means, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Canon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Canon 4 TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed Canon 4 TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Canon 4 TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Canon 4 TV.
There you have it, indeedy. Yeah, the membership scheme currently running on Canon 4 TV. If you don't see the word join next to the subscribe button, it means you're not in the region where, unfortunately, YouTube have not extended that package out to your country. But if you wanted to make a quick, painless donation to Canon 4 TV, you can always use the PayPal link, which is in the description box below. Let's go into a live chat just for the last time before we wrap up this one. And let's see who else has joined. There's just been so many, actually. DS says, Willock went to Newcastle and saved Steve Bruce's job in a flash. Yeah. Yeah, I remember they were teetering on, just above the relegation zone, and they were quite close to my second favourite club, Fulham. And thank you, Willock. Ralph, you are right. This summer is very important, even more than last season. Eugene G says, Willock, it's like a dog in the kennel, Arsenal, and was let loose in the park, Newcastle, to express himself. He's happy. Yeah. Express himself. And he had a manager in I forgot his name now, Bruce, that believes in him. Does Arteta really believe in Joe Willock? Nah. I
must admit, Alex, I think Steve Bruce was just praying that something will happen so he saves his job. And look what happened. Look at it.
Worked, didn't it? It worked. What else do we have here? So there's been so many comments in live chat. Let's have a look here. Have to cheer on Spurs and Villa today. Can't behave yourself. Just because he's hoping, isn't it? He's a Liverpool supporter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only because it's going to secure his top spot. We know, Ken. We know.
Bring back behave yourself, mate. Behave. Funny, Newcastle will do anything to keep Willock, and Arsenal and Arteta will do anything to stifle Joe Willock. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I do fear for him, man. I do feel a certain Brentford striker would be a good fit for Arsenal. Striker, I forgot his name. Tony. Is it Tony? Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, it's safe to support Arsenal. It's good for. It's not good for your health, man. You lose a lot of pounds, man. Yeah. Regarding how many midfielders do we need? AC says, Ralph, 3 things Arsenal need to do to start competing at the top again, because for the past 15 years it's not been good enough. Yeah.
What's the 3 things?
What are the 3 things?
We come back to AC.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back later on. You can also add to get a winner's medal. You have to play 10 matches, or has that changed? Plus, I'm not saying we will win anything next season. I'm not saying it's going to be more of the same come next season. Alex, I can be Willock's agent. Actually, you have to pay me something. It's right, dears, man. I'll take the job.
Same thing I said. Same.
10 green bottles. Can someone sing that song, please? Go for it,
No.
Ralph.
That's going to be in my head now, thanks.
Yeah, innit? I'm good. Hope everyone as well. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you for that for DS. Like the stream. Nice one. Nice one. Ferries says, I want Arsenal but to buy Emi Buendia. Playmaker is good, but for about £40 million. I'm not so sure about that. I don't like how Steve Bold has been treated on social media. The guy's a legend. Oh, how has he been treated? Well,
lot, to be honest.
28 goons here and 28 likes. And a Liverpool supporter in Kent, stroke Carl, aka Carl, has made a donation of £1.99.
Thank you very much, Ken.
Thank you very much for that. Let's go through these last few ones before I wrap up this one. Buendia can use both feet like Santi. If so, could be interesting to see him at Arsenal. Aston Villa want him too. Yeah, Carl, thank you for the donation. Says my VAR. Arsenal's problem players are on the loan. Actually, where's the guy? The guy hasn't come back with the 3 points, the 3 things that Arsenal need to do to improve. He's not come back, has he?
He's probably sorting them out now. So
right, okay. So where were we? Yeah, so the Assemble was saying Arsenal's problem players are on loan where they've played to their strengths and performed wonderfully. When you watch Arsenal, you realise what the problems are. So why are these players on loan? No, because there's so-called problem players. Arteta didn't know how to fit them into the squad. Right now they're doing wonders. He needs to look at himself, to be honest. Arteta has to look at himself.
Yeah.
That is the summation. Arteta, look at yourself. Why is it the players are doing great stuff on loan that they couldn't do under your tutelage? Arteta, learn, man. Learn.
I think that's a common theme at Arsenal. Whenever we've let players go on loan, they always seem to. It seems as if they've got some kind of like added weight on them when they are at Arsenal, and when they go to our competitors or our rivals or whoever, that weight's taken off, and they seem to be more freer. So it's got to be down to the way that we coach them.
Yeah, it's not working. Carl asked a question. Where do you think the Wolves manager Espirito Santo will end up next season? Tottenham, Arsenal. I have no idea. I've rated Espirito Santo for the longest time with the Portuguese Revolution, the Wolves, but as to where he will end up, I mean, your guess is as good as mine, Carl. I really don't know. I have no idea.
I suppose it depends who's willing to pay the buck.
Yeah, and where he can probably envisage himself. He wouldn't want to be at a club where he's stifled. He's not able to buy the players that he wants to join him. But it depends where he thinks he can do a good job. Also, the moderator for this morning, guys, go over, make sure you subscribe to his wonderful channel as well. And Doc Photography 1989, welcome back, my friend. Bye, David. See you in conference.
Are we missing a meeting or a seminar or something, or doing conference?
There you go, Ralph. Three things, but it's not from the guy who made a statement. It's from a DS. 3 things: get rid of Cronky. 2, get rid of Cronky, and 3, get rid of Cronky. That sounds about right. Boldy was a great player and is a true gunner, but he is a poor coach. tend to agree with you, but
Yeah.
there's this saying that the way that he's been treated in social media, again, I haven't seen anything untowards that much, but yeah, yeah. You know what? We've come to an end. Dead on 1 hour.
Dead
We
on.
knocked it out of the park. 4 and rising.
4?
Nice one. Yeah. Oh, 6. 6. 6 cricket. Nice one, Gaze. Nice one, Geezer. So, I will be going live and direct outside the Emirates a little bit later on to see what's occurring. I'm not going to be in the mix. I don't want to get caught up in any kind of silly behavior, because I imagine there's going to be like a small minority doing something foolishness.
We hope not. We hope not.
Yeah. Well, I can only repeat what I said before. You know, to add to the movement, to get the cronkies out, you have to do something which is reasonable. Causing, criminal damage is not reasonable. Yeah, but what can I say, Ralph? What can I say? But I will be at the Emirates a little bit later on today, just seeing what's occurring there. I won't be there for a long time. I'm hoping to meet some familiar faces in a crowd of thousands. But remember, I will not be able to interact whilst I'm going live. Yeah, guys, don't expect me to say, hey, hi, hello. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I will not go. What, Ralph? What?
Say, Alex, where are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Point the camera another way. I'll tell you what. I think one other thing, fans, if you can come with some red and white paint, because the Emirates needs some updoing, man. From what I've seen from there, it doesn't look the best. Doesn't look the best at all. So some red and white paint to do a renovation job.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. You'll see my brother on his segment, The Voice of Reason, Tuesday time. I will be back, like I said, later on live outside the Emirates, and then that's it. So we're done and dusted. This guy's a joker. Des just said, and go paint too.
Go paint. Paint. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for that, Enforcer. All right, Ralph. Again, thanks for coming back on the Sunday catch up show. Not the catch up. I don't want to embarrass the person who's in the live chat.
Ketchup or brown sauce? Ketchup.
All right. Okay.
One other thing. You know, as always, great work. What you're doing, it's great that the subscribers are subscribing to the channel. I spoke to one of the guys at work. He's a subscriber as well now. He's a Liverpool fan. I won't say his name, but he knows who he is. What are you going to be doing for the summer after this last match? Are you going to be doing any
transfer news?
Transfer news.
There
you go, guys. You've heard it live and direct.
Transfer news. Yeah, it doesn't stop just because the season stops, Ralph. You should know that, innit?
I know that, but it's good to let other people know that too.
Yeah. All right, so we're out of here. If you're new here and you've been wondering what's been going on, well, make sure you subscribe. That's my message. Subscribe. Be part of this community over here. You've been told. All right. And if you've been wondering who or what this is Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.